Howdy folks, Craigster Sr. Hot Nuts Diecast Racing. We've got a little special event going on in the drag racing track here at Moonshine Drag Strip tonight. Do a cars themed race. First up in the Ham, which is the little Ham piggy bank, we got Joe Ham on. And then we also have Derek's Wheel Hymns. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. And that's Jace the Dude. So we got Joe Ham on versus Jace the Dude. Let's see what happens. Little fast little cars. Looks like Jace took the first one with a 1.543. We'll swap lanes. All right, we've got lane swap now. We've got Jace the Dude in lane 1 and Joe Ham on in lane 2. Time to beat 1.543. See what they do. And Jace the Dude taking that one with a 1.540. Moving on. All right, next up we've got the First Lady of Diecast Racing in Claire Gunzer, driven by Harry S. Elevation Diecast and Dutch Clutch, versus May Pilar Duray, driven by Dynamic Danielle. Let's see what happens. Fast race. Oh, wow. Do we have an upset? Yes, we do. Let's swap lanes. Okay, shockingly, the time to beat laid down in lane 1 is a 1.554 with Miss May Pilar Duray, driven by Dynamic Danielle. Claire Gunzer needs to step up and beat that time. Got Harry S. Elevation Diecast and Dutch Clutch counting on you. Let's see what happens. 1.554. Can she do it? 1.537. They both beat it. But guess what? Claire Gunzer with a 1.537. Smoking time. Moving on. All right, next cars matchup. We got Greebles over there in lane 1, driven by Zip and Zeke. And then Jeremy in lane 2, driven by Awesome Austin and Chargin' Charlie. See what happens. Good race. Wow, that was close. A 7-7 to an 8-1. Looks like Greebles took that one. We will swap lanes. Alright, we swap lanes. Now we got Greebles over in lane 2. That's Zip and Zeke. And then over in lane 1 we got Jeremy, driven by Awesome Austin and Chargin' Charlie. Time to beat 1.577. 1.565, and Greebles pulled that one out by just 1/1000th of a second. That's a great time. Greebles moving on. All right, here we got another classic Moonshine Drag Strip Hot Nuts matchup. We got Hot Rod Junior Moon over there in lane 1. That's driven by a 423 diecast, Slammin' Sammy, and yours truly, Craigster Sr. And then in lane 2, we got Jonathan Wrenchworth. That's the name of that car. Nobody picked him, but we're going to go with Bugger. Close race. Looks like the 40 Ford Coupe. Junior Moon took that one. 1.541. We'll swap them. All right, Junior Moon laying down a 1.541 on that first pass. It's a good time. 423 diecast, Slammin' Sammy and myself, Craigster Sr., running with that 40 Ford, and Booger driving Jonathan Wrenchworth. 40 Ford takes it again with a 1.540. Junior Moon moving on. All right, next up we got Otis in lane number 1, driven by Bill Fish in Krishaki, whatever that name is, driven by Blackjack the Cat in lane 2. And Otis taking that one with 1.54. Thank you. All right, Otis laying down on the 1.540 even. I hope he pulls this one out because I don't want to have to say the other car's name again. Whatever it's called, Krishaki. Yeah, okay, here we go. Come on, Otis. Thank you, Otis. You're the man. 1.547. All right, we got another interesting matchup here. Got another hard to pronounce name. In lane 1, Noriyuki. We're gonna pilot that one with Grandpa Nelson. And Bill, we've got Jarrett Stradner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. See what they do. Oh yeah. Looks like Bill took that one. We'll swap them and see. We swapped lanes. We got Bill with Jarrett Stradner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. Now in lane 1. Not going to be too hard to beat. Grandpa Nelson and that old tow truck there. That thing's got a solid axle, so that's why it's so slow. Fits the track though. Not bad for a solid axle, really. But 1.546 moves Bill on to the next round. All right, next up, we've got in lane 1, got the old fabulous Hudson Hornet driven by Larry Henry. And then in lane 2, Rotodeck Marker driven by Granny Adams. Wow, Rotodeck taking it to the house. 1.557. Switch and see. All right, Granny Adams driving Rotodeck, laying down a 1.557. Boy, old Hudson Hornet there. Larry Henry's got to pick it up if he wants to beat it. Let's go. Not happening. Rotodeck. Moving on. All right, this is the last 2 cars of the first round here. In lane 1, driving that Yoshi tow truck, we've got Friendly Frank. And driving K. Pilar Duray. In lane 2, we have the Amazing Autumn, Cut Rocker, and Chase Family Racing. Let's see what they do. Close race, and oh, Yoshi picking up that one. Very close. We'll swap them. All right, well, Friendly Frank not being so friendly on that first round, laying down a 1.554 in that Yoshi tow truck. Boy, I'll tell you what, Amazing Autumn, Cut Rocker, Chase Family, you got to step up here. And Yoshi taking it to the house with a 1.545. Moving on, Friendly Frank. All right, round two. Here we go. In lane number one, we've got Derek's Wheelums, driven by Jace the Dude. And then we got Claire Gunzer over in lane two, driven by Harry S, Elevation Diecast, and Dutch Clutch. Good race. Claire Gunzer pulling it out by, whoa. Ooh, close. We'll swap them and see. Well, apparently there we've got this Derek Williams here, driven by Jace the Dude. He must be a paparazzi because he's got that microphone. He's trying to chase down the first lady of Diecast, Claire Gunzer, driven by Harry S, Elevation Diecast, and Dutch Clutch, trying to get that interview. So beat her to the finish line. Not going to happen though. Claire Gunzer moving on. Alrighty, now we got another classic Hot Nuts matchup here at Moonshine Drag Strip. We got Craigster Senior, myself here, 423 Diecast, and Slammin' Sammy all driving Hot Rod Jr. over there in lane number one, up against Zippin' Zeke, aka Craigster Jr., driving Greenless. Let's see what we do. Oh, Junior Moon taking it. Look at that, 1.535. Swap them and see. All right, 1.535. Time to currently beat in this round. Note down by old Hot Rod Jr., driven by 423 Diecast, Slammin' Sammy and Craigster Senior. Pulling up Zippin' Zeke and Greebles. Junior Moon without a problem taking that one. Not as fast, but he'll move on. Alright, well this is interesting here. So the car in lane one there, old Otis, went unmanned or unpicked, so I put my neighbor Bill Fish in there, old Marine. And then consequently, the car in lane two, is character car, is called Bill. And that is being driven by Jared Stratner, the V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. Let's see who moves on. Uh-oh. Bill beat Bill. Oh, the irony. Let's swap them and see. All right, 1.538, the time to beat, laid down by Bill. That being driven by Jared Stratner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. Otis, Bill Fish. Pick it up. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Otis comes back, but... Alright. Last two vehicles of the second round. In the Yoshi pickup truck, tow truck, we have Friendly Frank and Rotodette Marker being driven by Granny Adams. Yoshi taking that one with a 1.556. We'll swap them and see if Granny can do any better. Alright, we've swapped them. We've got Friendly Frank driving the Yoshi tow truck in lane 2 now. And Rotodette Marker being driven by Granny Adams over in lane 1. Time to beat is a 1.556. See it. And the same, look at that, identical time. Lane 2, tracks running consistent. Friendly Frank and Yoshi moving on. Okay, basically we got semi-final round action here. This could be the finals, but the way it worked out, we got Claire Gunzer over there in lane 1, driven by Harry S, Elevation Diecast, and Dutch Clutch, versus Hot Rod Jr., driven by 423 Diecast, Slammin' Sammy, and Craigster Senior. Let's see what we got. Good race. Oh, Hot Rod Jr. pulling out that one barely. Look at that. 1000th, 136, 137. Swap them. Oh boy, could this be an upset here? Time to beat a 1.536 by Claire Gunzer. Again, Harry S. Elevation diecast, Dutch clutch, and then in Hot Rod Jr., 423 diecast, Slammin' Sammy, and myself. He's going to move on. 536. Hot Rod Jr. Moon taking it to the house with a 1.532 to a 1.534. The upset of the night. Junior Moon moving on. All right. Got the next couple up here in the semifinal round. Bill being driven by Jarrett Stratner, V-Man, Mama Bombshell. Yoshi Tow Truck being driven by Friendly Frank. Let's see what we got. And looks like Bill took that one with a 1.542. Swap them in. All right, Friendly Frank needs to beat a 1.542 if he wants to move on to the next round. Bill being driven by Jarrett Stratner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell laying it down. Let's see what we do. And Bill taking it again. Moving on. Alright, so we're going to run these two here for the battle for third. Very unusual that a Claire Gunzer casting is vying for anything other than first, but this particular one just didn't have it, even after a trip to the speed shop. Now, I've had a couple others that have been really good, but I just cracked this one straight out of the package, so we'll see who gets third place. We got Harry S. Elevation diecast, Dutch clutch, driving Claire, and then we got Friendly Frank and the Yoshi Tow. Let's see who clutches third place. Claire Gunzer taking that side with a 1.549. Swap it. All right, we got Friendly Frank and Yoshi back over in lane one. Claire Gunzer laid down a 1.549 last round. Claire, once again, being driven by Harry S, Elevation diecast, and Dutch clutch. See what we do for third. And Claire Gunzer easily with a 1.533. Third place. All right, here we go. Final race in the Cars Decide Your Ride event. Hot Rod Jr. over there in lane one being driven by 423 diecast, Slammin' Sammy and Craigster Sr. And then in lane number two we have Bill being driven by Jarrett Stratner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. Let's see who takes it. Close race. Junior Moon taking that one with a 1.535 this one. All right, well, Junior Moon fixing to prove he ain't no joke. Running up against Bill. Hot Rod Jr. being driven by a 423 diecast, Slammin' Sammy, Craigster Sr. Bill being driven by Jarrett Stratner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell. Time to beat 1.535. And not gonna happen. Junior Moon takes that one as well with a 1.538. So there you have it. Junior Moon, your Cars Decide Your Ride champion. How about that? Well, looks like we got Bill over here having a little word with Junior Moon. Claire Gunzer trying to play referee over here. Not exactly sure what's being said there, but I don't know. Looks like we might have a couple protesters in our midst too, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll see. Okay, well, the commotion down on the strip there earlier wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it looks like we have a grudge match now between Claire Gunzer and Bill. Bill had something to say, Claire had something to say, and I guess they wanted to settle it here on the track. So it looks like Jared Stradner, V-Man, and Mama Bombshell taking it out against Harry S, Elevation Diecast, and Dutch Clutch for a grudge match. Let's see what they do. Claire Gunzer showing it with authority. Now she's pulling out a 1.531. Where was that a minute ago? Yeah, well, Bill's saying I can run with you. Let's bring it on, Claire. Oh, Bill does with a 3.9 now. 3.1 would be hard to beat. Bill running a 3.9. That's pretty good. Claire Gunzer. We got a couple of protesters, but it turns out they were protesting each other. They were wanting to take a run up the track here. So we got Edwin Cranks over here in lane 1, weighing in at 68.24 grams. He's a big boy. And then we got Greta in lane 2. She's weighing in at 56.05. Let's see what they'll do. Oh, that sounded like it hurt. With a 1.574. Nothing spectacular. Okay, well, not exactly what I was hoping for, but Edwin Cranks now over here in lane 2 versus Greta in lane 1. She laid down a 1.574 in that first pass. Let's see if either one of them can do any better than that. And 1.578. And I think he's just a little too wide for the track, but a cool looking car nonetheless.